With Leafs training camp starting up, there has been crazy news coming left, right, and center, including Alex Nylander revealing details on his contract negotiation with the Toronto Maple Leafs, and much more that I'm going to break down coming up on this episode of Hat-Trick HQ. But before we get into it, we got to say that 71% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed to the channel, so if you want to stay up to date on everything that's happening around the Leafs, around the NHL, heading into this season, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, let's jump right into the first piece of news we had today, which is Morgan Rielly reveals the Leafs season goal. Obviously, with training camp starting up, there's been a lot of reporters around the locker room questioning guys, and we've been getting a lot of quotes come out. First one I want to talk about today is what Morgan Rielly had to say to the media. He said, to a degree, it's Stanley Cup or bust. I think that's how our group feels. Anything short of that will be a failure. Now, obviously, a lot of people are going to say this when it comes to the hockey season. Everybody ultimately wants to win the Stanley Cup, but what they're saying here is we might not have a chance to run it back with this roster again. And we feel confident in our team, confident, in our teammates that we can go out and get that ultimate goal done, which is win the Stanley Cup. And for Morgan Rielly and the longtime guys who have been around that team, getting a Stanley Cup to Toronto has been a goal of theirs since day one, and now it's seeming like it's coming into fruition with all these pieces they've added on the back end, like Tanev, Hakanpää. A lot of guys they've added this season has really strengthened their decor. He also talked about how excited he is to start playing with Chris Tanev, and it's just great to see Morgan Rielly be so confident heading into this season about this Leafs team, because if he and the team thinks that they can get this done, I think they got a good chance at it. I know we said that last year as well, but it really seems like there's a different feel to this team, and hearing from one of the players, one of the leaders in that locker room, that it's Stanley Cup or bust, they're going to be a fun team to watch this year, and they all got a chip on their shoulder to bring this Stanley Cup back to Toronto for the first time since '67. Sorry, I had to put that one in there, Leafs fans. But let's jump right into the second topic of the video. You want to hear your guys' thoughts on Morgan Rielly's comments there as well. It is Robertson speaks out on his new contract, and this is one thing we haven't really seen since he signed that contract. Obviously, it came out that he requested a trade. There was no trade done. Brad Treliving said he wants him to stay around. He's a key piece of our organization, of our future as a team in Toronto. And this is what we had to say. And I've seen a lot of different people have their takes on this. He said, "I'm not going to deep dive into that. I signed in Toronto. I'm happy to be in Toronto. Back here, being back here a week ago, it's good to see everyone. I'm happy to be back." And a lot of people kind of read into much to this, that it seems like maybe he's still unhappy by his comments here, but not talking about it. Obviously, he's happy to see everyone. There's no love lost between him and his teammates. It was just, trying to get that situation resolved with the Toronto Maple Leafs organization in general. A lot of people seem like maybe he was giving this reporter the cold shoulder here. And maybe if I didn't see the video of him actually saying this, and I don't think a lot of people online seen this as well. When I read this, I kind of had that initial reaction, but then I kind of broke down it again, read it a couple times, and just comes to see, like, he's just glad that the situation is over. He doesn't want to talk to the media about asking for a trade. He doesn't want to get into the details of why himself wanted to be traded out of the Toronto, but he's happy to be back. He's happy to see the guys and happy to get back to work, and he has a lot to prove this year to not just, the Toronto Maple Leafs organization, but, to the fans, to the media, that, he is that guy. He can have a healthy season and score goals for this Toronto Maple Leafs team in this bottom six. And I think he's just kind of shrugging this whole situation off, trying to get to work, trying to show the organization that he is a player that needs to be in the lineup every night. And I don't think you need to read too much into this. It didn't really seem it to me that he was giving this reporter the cold shoulder, or had some, remorse for signing in Toronto, feeling like it was his only option. It didn't seem like that to me at all in this quote. I think Nick Robertson is just a tremendous player, and ultimately at the end of the day, if he didn't want to sign with the Leafs, he didn't have to. So he signed. He's happy to be signed. He's happy to be back in that locker room, and I'm expecting big things out of Nick Robertson this season. I can't wait to see him start going. I love this guy. I've been very vocal that they shouldn't trade this guy. He's only only 22 years old. He has his whole career in front of him. I'm just excited to see him get back to work. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that Robertson comment. I've seen a lot of different takes on that today. Love to hear your guys down below in the comment section. Next topic is Matthew Knies is a beast. And obviously, we know Matthew Knies is a beast, but why is he a beast now? Because this guy's putting on muscle. Matthew Knies is now listed at 6'3", 227 pounds at Maple Leafs camp. This is from friend of the show, Kyle Cushman. Shout out to you, Cushman. I appreciate seeing your tweets and stuff. It really helps us out here on the channel. But he said, 6'3", 227 from 6'3", 217, adding about 10 pounds of muscle in this offseason. I mean, Matthew Knies is already probably the highest, I would say, in terms of potential on this Toronto Maple Leafs roster, and just seeing that he's in the gym putting muscle on so we can have that extra strength to win more board battles, because we already know how good he is at it. Getting into those corners, getting the puck out in front to the star players like Austin Matthews. He's so good at that. That is his game. That's his bread and butter. Getting in front of the net, winning the board battles, and also putting goals up. I mean, this guy is a tremendous player, and I suspect big things out of Matthew Knies as well this season. And now seeing how much muscle he's put on, he's just going to be a different player. There's not going to be a lot of players that are going to be able to knock him off the puck, win those board battles against him. And I think this is going to be great for the Toronto Maple Leafs top line if they do see fit to playing up there with Matthews again. I don't see why they would change that, but I'm really excited to see Matthew Knies play this year. Just seeing him put in that hard work in the offseason to develop his game even more is big. It's a big deal, especially for a young kid. He has a lot of potential. Ceiling is super high for Matthew Knies, and I think this guy's going to have a great season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that also down below in the comment section, but we got to get into the Alex Nylander stuff here. Alex Nylander is next up, and yes, ever since Alex Nylander has been signed to the Toronto Maple Leafs, a lot of Leafs fans have been excited. All of us here on the channel have been really excited for this guy. Just having Willie Nylander's brother in this organization, whether it's in the farm system, whether it's eventually in the NHL, is very exciting. And he actually came out and revealed some details about his time, or about his contract negotiations and why his final decision was Toronto. This is what he had to say. He said he revealed that he received NHL offers from other teams, but opted to sign an AHL contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. He said he's determined to earn an NHL spot with the organization, and is confirmed living with his brother right now in William Nylander's. From Luke Fox. Shout out, give him a follow on Twitter if you're a Leafs fan, because he is amazing with these Leafs updates, and I love this. I think ever since I said they signed him, I said this guy is going to be in the bottom six for Toronto Maple Leafs at some point this season. I think he is a tremendous player, and you know, we've seen him be a good bottom six player on teams he's been on in the past. And now, obviously, this Toronto roster is going to be a hard one to crack. You got a lot of great talent down there in that bottom six. But if he goes down in this Marlies organization, playing top line minutes, and just being a beast down there for the Marlies, there's definitely no doubt about it that at some point we will see Alex Nylander come up and just be a great player for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And I think once he comes up, we won't see him go back down. I think he is determined to play alongside his brother on this Toronto Maple Leafs team. Obviously, living with him, it's going to be good, giving him tips and stuff, and just helping him, you know, ultimately get to that goal of playing with him on the Toronto Maple Leafs, which I'm very excited for. I think hearing that he did have other offers from NHL teams where he could be, you know, getting NHL minutes, being in the starting lineup, but opting to go to AHL to try to play for a chance to play with his superstar brother, William Nylander, is such a great move, and such, you know, a smart move by him, because I think he could really be a great factor heading into playoff time for this Toronto Maple Leafs team. And I really hope we do see him succeed in the Marlies and succeed in this training camp in the preseason, so that when the time does come, he can step up and be an NHL player for this Toronto Maple Leafs team. Want to hear your guys' thoughts on that also down below in the comment section. Do you think we'll see Alex Nylander this year? Are you excited that he opted to go for an AHL contract rather than an NHL contract with another organization? Let me know down below in the comment section. We're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Jimmy. Shout out Jimmy. He's been a big supporter of ours on this channel. Commented on most of the videos. Really appreciate you. Giving you another shout out here, Jimmy. He says, it's that time of the season where every fan is making up lines for their teams. And That's the thing, Jimmy. You gave me a perfect comment here because I want to hear your guys' dream Toronto Maple Leafs lineup down below in the comment section. Let me know. You might be featured on the next comment of the day. Once again, shout out to Jimmy for leaving a comment. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure down below, hit that like button. Helps us push these videos out to all the Leafs fans on YouTube. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to hit 5,000 before the season starts, so you want to keep up to date. You're enjoying the content here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to check out the video myself and my co-host Mark did yesterday, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host KC. Keep your stick on the ice.